Hello, it's me, Laura. Hello. I'm cooking today, making something easy, but one of the ingredients you may have trouble finding. Chikuwa, which is imitation squid roll. There's no gluten in. It's made from fish paste, sugar, water, thickener, starch, glucose, sugar, soybean oil, salt and some other things. And you can cook it from frozen. It's very tasty. You can cook it from frozen, only takes about 1 to 2 minutes, so it's good in a stir fry. If you can't find that in Asian, it'd be East Asian shop, particularly Northeast Asian, because it's Japanese. I think this one is from Taiwan, I'm not sure. But if you have trouble finding it, I suggest you use prawns instead. You can use like raw prawns or cooked prawns. If you use raw prawns, put them in before the sauce, and if you use cooked prawns, put them in after the sauce. You can also use chicken breast, finely sliced, doesn't take long to cook, it's a quick stir fry. Or you can use beef. You can get a sirloin steak for just one, that will feed 2 people in a stir fry. And all you have to do is put it in the freezer for about half an hour, so it's easier to cut, and try and cut against the grain, like along the grain. You can see lines in the meat, cut along those, yeah? But freeze it for half an hour, it's easier to slice more thinly. Alright then, so I'm using that because I've had it in my freezer for a long time and I thought I'd better start using that. So I'm going to use some of these, but I cut them in half. Now, I don't know where to put the camera. You won't be able to see me cutting them in half, unfortunately. Maybe if I lower it a little bit. What I'll do it here. Just lower the camera. There. Maybe down a little bit more. Yeah. Right. I'm not going to use the whole packet. I think there's a film on it. Yeah. I'll have to cut it with scissors, I think. It's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? Not scissors and all. Yeah, very frozen. Oh. But you can cook it from frozen. So it's best to dry it a little bit. So I'm going to put them on the kitchen roll just to dry them. Have about don't need loads. I'm going to cut them in half anyway. I think I'll have a bit more, so I need to get more because I've only got 1 row left. So I need to get some more. I'm lucky because where I live there's a Northeast Asian shop. Well, only opened about 3 years ago, but it's very good but quite expensive. So I don't go in there too often. And if you're a vegan, you can just add more vegetables. And you can be quite creative with what vegetables to use. You could use like turnip, shredded turnip. I got burdock root, but that's difficult to get hold of. Could use mole at the end as well for a bit of crunch. Edamame beans, tofu. You know, you can use basically anything really. And some things will have to be blanched, like if you don't like really crunchy vegetables, you can always blanch your like tender stem broccoli for about a minute or something in boiled water. I'm just drying these off a little bit. I'll put this back. Just put that back in the freezer. It's got a good date on it as well. Yeah, I find that a lot of foreign produce has better best before dates or use by dates. I think the British are a bit paranoid when it comes to food. A bit more cautious, I think, than other cultures. Not the old generation, I mean the modern generation. Health and safety's gone mad, hasn't it? But I don't like this idea of not putting use by dates on fresh fruit and vegetables. I think that's a bad idea, as I've mentioned before. These are still too hard for me to chop up, unfortunately. It's a bit silly. I forgot that they're quite hard. Right, I'm going to see if I can cut one up. Just double that up. Yeah, that's a piece of luck. I'll put it back on the kitchen roll. I'm not cutting through the paper, don't worry. It's scratched anyway, so it won't be the end of the world if it got a bit more scratched. It's old anyway. Cooker's old. Need a new one, but we can't afford one at the moment. Yeah, things are looking dire for a lot of people financially, not just in Britain, but in a lot of other countries. Okay, but I mean, we can still afford to eat well for now. Alright. Oh, I don't want to be a doom monger. I'm sure things will improve. These aren't that expensive. Can't remember, but they're not that expensive. Yeah, they smell fishy. Nice, really nice taste. Japanese originally. The name Chikuwa is Japanese. I don't think that was Japanese writing. It may have been. I have great trouble. No, I think that was Chinese writing on it. So Taiwan, the people in Taiwan, not counting the indigenous people, but the people that went there in the 19th century were Han Chinese. Yeah. So Taiwanese really are Chinese people. Or it might be from Hong Kong. I don't know. Oh, the men that work in that shop. I said, where are you from? I said, are you from Taiwan? I don't know why I said that. They said, no, Hong Kong. But Hong Kong has probably got very strong links with Taiwan. I don't know. I don't know if the people from Hong Kong are Cantonese or Taiwanese are speak Mandarin, that's it. People from Taiwan and other parts of China, I mean the majority part of China speak Mandarin, and another big language group, language there in China is Cantonese. So I don't know if they speak Cantonese in Hong Kong or Mandarin. I'll have to find that out. I'll probably forget though. Yes, sorry, I can't talk today. Sorry, the evening's not the best time for me. That's when I get the jitters and the hot flushes and the menopause. Even though I'm on HRT. Just checking that's working, yeah. It's not gone black, the screen. Right, let's start by just get rid of that. Move that away carefully. There's a lot of fish cake there, isn't there? I'm going to make the sauce next, so I'll do it here. I've got a garlic cube. Well, it's rectangle. So what is a three-dimensional rectangle called? If you know, will you let me know in the comments section? Not that I get any comments, but if you know, could you let me know what it is? Because it's not a cube, is it? Because a cube is a square, three-dimensional square. Alright, it's still not softened up, but don't worry, it will. Get a spoon. See how soft it is. That's still not hard, really. Don't worry, don't worry. It'll soften up eventually. I'll put some chives in it. I'm not using spring onions. I get fed up with spring onions in the shops. Bloody horrible. Soy sauce. Yeah, this is my Korean stir fry sauce. I got it from a website. I know a YouTube channel. Aaron and Claire. He made it for a fried rice stir fry dish, and I've been using this. Recipe for nearly all my stir fries. You can't go wrong with it. I don't use normal sugar though. I use coconut sugar. Alright, soy sauce. I'm going to use 2. You can use any soy sauce. Your favourite soy sauce, yeah? And what I'm using is a organic soy sauce, and it's gluten-free as well. It's got a very rich, it's been fermented for quite a long time, so it's very umami. Yaemon tamari soya sauce. Alright, now for the oyster. Now, this takes ages to get out the bottle. It's really viscous, if that's the right word. So I've laid it on its side. To be careful opening it. I don't want it all over my clothes. Alright. I'm just going to have one big tablespoon. See what I mean? Oh, it's like honey. That sort of consistency. And it takes ages to get a tablespoon. Sorry about this. Even if you shake it, it's still the same. Alright. It smells really nice. Well, I think that's more than enough. Just drizzle that in. Now, sesame oil. I'm just going to use about a teaspoon. Just a teaspoon. Yeah, that's enough. I'll lick the spoon clean. Now my mouth is covered in the oil. Ah, horrible. I forgot it was oil. Alright, what next? Oh, just one more thing, good. No, two more things. I'm going to be a bit daring today. Right. I always use this in my stir-fry sauces and in my curries. Coconut sugar. You can get it in Sainsbury's and Tesco's. Just want about teaspoon or tablespoon. Yeah, no, that's too much. No, I'll go with it. Because in the actual recipe it's a tablespoon. There's a tablespoon there. I've not used goguchang. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Goguchang. Goguchang. Yeah, goguchang. It's Korean cooking paste, but I've never used it in a stir fry. I've used it in marinades. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit of that for a bit of spiciness and umami. Don't forget that word, umami, very important. Alright, and if you don't know what it means, you can always Google it. It's you know, there's tastes, isn't there? Like sweet, sour, salty, bitter, etc. There's one called umami, and that means it's got a lot of flavour, like beef or a big juicy red tomato, you know, rich flavour. Umami. It's actually a Japanese word. It was coined by a Japanese scientist. So that's one of the tastes. So I think there's 6 or 7 tastes. Or 6, I'm not sure. My favourite taste is sweet. Yeah, the garlic has got smaller. There. There. I'm not sure, I'm not going to add too much of this. It's got 3 chilies on it, so it's quite spicy, which I like. That's quite a good one. It's better. I think it's better than the Sainsbury's one. I've got one from Sainsbury's, but I just don't like the look of it. Haven't used it yet. I used to get my gochujang from the Korean shop. They do one gluten-free one, but that's the only place I can find a gluten-free one. This has, I think this hasn't got any gluten in it either. I always try to get gluten-free stuff because of my daughter. She might come round for dinner, I don't know. I know she's not coming round today. I think that is gluten-free. Yeah. I'm using about 2 teaspoons, I think. Well, this is less than a teaspoon, so about 2 or 3 of these. That's going to give it a really nice flavour. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Yeah, quite a lot. I use quite a lot of the paste. And again, I'm going to lick it clean. So there'll be a lot of saliva in the washing up water. But don't worry. Oh, it's not that nice actually. Oh, that's really strong. But strong in not a spicy way. Strong in a fermented way. Very fermented then. Let me just see what it's got in it. It doesn't say anything. Oh yeah, fermented soybean paste. So it's very fermented. It might not be to everyone's taste. I'm going to give that a good mix. So this is a mixture of Japanese, Chinese, I suppose, and Korean. And it's not a made-up recipe, apart from the sauce, which I got from Aaron and Claire Paz website. I think I got it from there. Check their website out if you like Korean food. They make food that you can make at home in England. Aaron and Claire. Brilliant. Actually, I haven't gone on their website for a long time. Not website, YouTube channel. Sorry, YouTube channel. There. That's quite more or less ready now. Right, this is really easy now. You're going to be surprised. No, not surprised. You're just going to be amazed, actually, how quick it takes. Oh, I forgot to bring them. Oh, I've got the rice. Alright then. Sorry, I can't even talk at the moment. About a tablespoon of oil. Any oil. But not olive oil, obviously. This is probably the healthiest oil you can buy, and it's only about £2.75, and you can use it in salads, cooking, baking, whatever. Really good. Right, just heat that up. Yeah, it's really quick to make. Really quick. You're probably thinking, where's the veg? Stir fry vegetable mix for lazy people like me. Hope you're not shocked. Sorry, but I do make, usually when I make a stir fry, I usually chop up my own veg. But today I thought, no, just want an easy peasy meal. And it saves on waste. You know, you get packets of like baby corn, but they're massive, and you only want like 3 or 4, or you get some Monge too, and it's a great big packet. So there's always a lot of waste. But with frozen veg, there's no waste. So it's good for the environment. Yeah, I don't like waste. I eat things that are out of date, you know, like eggs. If they float, if you put an egg in a glass of water, or a bowl of water, if it sinks, I can't remember now. But that's how to find out if an egg is still fresh to use, whether it sinks or floats, but I can't remember which one it is. I think if it floats, it's not good to have. But you probably know it anyway already. So when that's hot, I'm going to add some onions. Just normal bog standard onions. I'm not using spring onions because they're not in a very good state in supermarkets. Just normal onions will do. Oh, if I had shallots, I would have used some shallots, but I haven't got any at the moment. Yeah, that's something I need to buy actually. Oh, I feel a bit dizzy. Oh, it's because the light is changing, and that always gives me a dizzy spell. And I'm very sensitive to changes in temperature and light. I'll be cooking again, I think, on Wednesday, if I'm up to it. I'm going to be making a Japanese pork curry. So I'm looking forward to making it and eating it. Yeah, I like, as you know, I like one pan cooking. If I'm like doing lots of different things in different pans in the oven as well, I get confused. So this is ideal for someone like who's not very good at concentrating. I mean, you've still got to make sure that nothing burns, you know. I was making, what was it, mince and dumplings recently. Well, the mince nearly burnt. I caught it in time though, I caught it in time. And it was really nice actually. I didn't make the dumplings myself. I used to make them, but I don't like to use flour, gluten flour in the kitchen anymore. In case it hangs around and my daughter comes in, she gets it on her, you know, in her airways or whatever. Yeah, I'm a bit fastidious like that now. So I buy them frozen. Aunt Bessie's really nice suet dumplings. I don't think they have suet dumplings in other countries. I think it's just Britain. I did used to make my own dumplings. I used to do quite a lot of baking and stuff like that, making scones and savoury scones to go on top of stews. It's called a cobbler, isn't it? You can have a savoury cobbler or you can have a sweet cobbler. And you're saying, you're talking cobblers. That's a British saying. It means you're talking rubbish. Do you say that in America, you're talking cobblers? No. Maybe Australia, they might have that saying. If someone says that to you, it means you're talking a load of rubbish. I'm going to put the onions away. Yeah. I need to put the light on, it's gone a bit dark. I could open the blind more, but I like my privacy. Orange, orange, orange. I think that's alright. I don't want them browning. Alright, now for the veg. It's a mixture of things. Nothing too exotic though. It's got bean sprouts in it, water chestnuts, sugar snap peas, red onion, peppers, carrots, bits of broccoli, tiny little bits of broccoli. Oh, baby corn as well. Needs more, a lot more. Oh, I wish they made bigger packets. Oh, I think I might have some more some of the Polish vegetables left. I'll have a look. Are you in there, Polish mixed vegetables? I can't see you anyway. Oh, maybe I used you up. Can't find it. I should have looked earlier. No, I don't think I've got any. No, I don't think I've got any. I might have, but it's taken me ages to look through it all. So many vegetables in that freezer. Do you think this is enough? Not really, is it? It's too late to add more now, though. Oh, just a small dinner. I'll make sure the man gets the most. Yeah, it's a bit meagre, isn't it? Never mind. Wish I could move that camera nearer, but it's on the Velcro. Don't worry, I'll take a picture of it and then I'll tell you what it tasted like, and I can tell you this now. I reckon it's going to taste really nice. I'm going to leave this out. It's a Japanese seasoning. Oh, it's actually got samphire and lemon in it, which is unusual. It's got nigella seeds in it as well, which is unusual for teryaki, jalapeno pepper and dried lemon juice. This is a really unusual teryaki, which is a Japanese seasoning, usually black sesame seeds, nori seaweed, or is it white sesame seeds? Yeah, and that's about it really. And that one's quite interesting. Where does it come from, this company? Is it a British company? But this is a very interesting version. Oh, it's a Heinz company. Belongs to Heinz. So. They've got ranges of stuff in the supermarkets now. They've got bibimbap. Don't know if I pronounced it right, but they've got a kit to make bibimbap. That's a Korean, quite a famous Korean dish. Oh, he's going to moan when he sees a small portion. It's only going to be rice. Never mind. Got quite a lot of fish cakes there, haven't we? In fact, I'm going to add them now. Let's move that out of the way. I know, it's a bit weird. I don't think it's going to go with coconut rice. I don't know what I was thinking of. Yeah, that's microwave as well. No, it's not really going to go with it, but never mind. Sometimes I just can't concentrate. I have got sticky rice, but that's to go with the curry. I thought, no, we can't have sticky rice twice in 1 week. Yeah, and this isn't a wok, as you've probably noticed. I need to get one. But the thing with woks, you've got to season it, and really, I don't think you're meant to wash them up. You're meant to just clean them with kitchen roll. Because when I had a wok, I used to wash it up. And within like a couple of weeks or whatever of using it, a few weeks of using it, things just stuck and burned. So that's because I didn't season it properly. You're meant to season it every time you've used it. So if I get a new wok, if I get a wok again, I will make sure that I use it properly and follow the instructions. Because you can't really stir fry in a little pan like this, it's ridiculous. It's a bit embarrassing. I hope Aaron and Claire don't notice this video. Well, as long as it tastes nice, that's all that matters. Oh, I'm gonna I'm going to put the sauce in now because I'm going to cook it just for a little bit longer because I need to get on with the dinner. I'll just be taking a picture of this and then cooking the rice and serving it. So I'm going to be stopping the video in a minute. I need to turn it down really. Let's get all the sauce out. Oh, there's loads of sauce. Let's turn it down now. Yeah, once it's all amalgamated, it's more or less finished. And if the man wants to put teryaki on his stir fry, he can do it. If he doesn't want it, he doesn't have to have it. There. I'm going to take a picture of it in a minute. Actually, I'm going to turn it off. Stop it from cooking any further. Alright then, you've seen it, I'll bring it up to you actually. There. In reality, there's a lot of red in it, but it looks monotone. Sorry about that, that's the webcam. Yeah, not very good. And so all my meals look the same, don't they? But honestly, it's more colourful than that. Alright, I'm going to say goodbye now. Yeah. Oh, you can't see me. And that's not even... That's a bit lopsided, that camera. Turn it up. That's better, you can see me now. Yeah, my hair's still pink, but mainly here and underneath. Which is ridiculous, really. Yeah, and I've got loads and loads of split ends. Alright, I hope you like this meal. I'll tell you how it tasted. I hope you can get hold of Chikuwa. And remember, you can use whatever vegetables, meat or whatever. And the stir-fry sauce, I suggest you give it a go. Because I think it's really nice, personally. Well, I don't know what it's like with the goguchang in it. Is Gary gonna like it? I don't know. I'll find out. I'll let you know anyway. Alright then, I'm going to say goodbye. Bye and see you soon.